course. The second I hit the record button.
All the noises.
Yeah. That's great. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Hola.
Hola. Buenos días.
I was
my
literally
stupid
like,
throat.
what other, how do I say hello in any other language? And my brain went, you don't know anything except hello and hola.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Aloha.
Aloha. I know that one. I feel like I should know more, but it's fine.
I do know more, but nothing's coming to mind right now because I have a microphone in front of my face.
Annyeong.
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 What? French.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Let's stop before everybody hates us.
I'm sorry. Welcome to episode 37 of Jess and Hits Make a Podcast. I'm Jess.
I'm Hids.
And we
This
made a
is our
podcast.
Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you, it's been a day. It's been a weekend.
Yeah. I mean, what's new? Like, we say this every time. And
It's got to be getting old. It's getting old for
I'm
us
sorry.
too.
It
I'm
is.
sorry.
Yeah. Kate. No. Kate. Stop. No.
Babe.
I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. Don't. Don't do it.
Poor Cake. She's like, I've been sleeping and now I want my bone.
Mm-hmm. You're so cute.
She is
I know.
adorable.
Okay. She'll probably start chewing on it again in
She
a little
will.
bit.
It's fine.
So what's new? What's new with us?
I'll tell you what's new. Thursday, I'm going to go have a wisdom tooth cut out.
Cut out.
Cut out.
A weird way to say it, but yeah.
Removed. And
Yeah.
well, it is like it's impacted and it's deep in there and I have to go to an oral surgeon and not my regular dentist, who I adore. He's a wonderful dentist.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's my dentist too.
Yeah. And he lives, the office is right up the street from where we live, but the oral surgeon is like 30-minute drive.
All the way 30 minutes away.
I know. It's ridiculous. I used to live 30 minutes away from you. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I have to be there at 9:00 in the morning. So
Yeah, that sucks.
that's a problem for me.
Yeah.
So sorry.
It's fine.
I've taken so many drugs today.
Apologize to Wednesday me who has to edit this.
Okay, I'm sorry,
We'll
Wednesday
probably
you.
be very grouchy when you get home from work because of all the editing. So
I'm so sorry.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's good.
Yeah, that sucks for you though.
Yeah, it's not great.
Man.
I've taken a lot of ibuprofen over the last few days.
Yeah, tooth pain sucks.
Mm-hmm. And I have like a very small, like my mouth is very small. And so there's not room for all my teeth. It's annoying.
So I got a mysterious package in the mail today and I don't really know what to make of it.
No, yeah, that's a weird one.
It's an object that I could not identify.
Nope.
And I posted a picture of it in my family chat asking if anybody knew what it was. Like, it was addressed to me. It was my full name, the correct address, everything. But it's this little, like, rubber thing. And my sister-in-law did, like, a reverse Google image search. And it's a little thing that's designed to secure shower doors in RVs during travel.
Oh, I bought an RV, didn't I tell you?
Right.
Sorry, that was me.
It's such a weird, and I don't know, like I did some sleuthing, like I looked up the return address, like the name, it's not a company name. It just says Eric Fan. And I Googled that and there was nothing. I Googled the the address that it shipped from. It's a warehouse in California with no business name.
Cool.
And it's a bit of a mystery. Yeah. So somebody sent me a latch for my RV shower door, which I don't have. So
Well,
it is the weirdest.
We should probably keep that for just in case we get an RV somewhere.
Yeah.
When we win the lottery or something.
Yeah, maybe somebody's manifesting for us.
Yeah, it's, one piece at a time.
Yeah. We got possibly the cheapest piece out of the way. So it'll just snowball from there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Such a weird thing.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to think
the
of
start
like
of a dream.
Yeah, I guess. I've never really dreamed about owning an RV, but
No, I haven't either.
I wouldn't say no if somebody wanted to give me one.
If I became the owner of an RV without a huge expense on my side, I would be happy.
Yeah,
So
that'd be great.
that'd be great.
Yes, I can't even think of like a thing that I ordered that would have been shipped to me accidentally. Like I looked through all of our Amazon orders and we have the things that we ordered. So it's not like, and it came in its own little separate package.
Yeah.
I have no idea where this came from or why it's here or I just don't know.
It's a mystery.
Yep.
Hi, kitten. I have a little kitten that's come to see me. Hi, Tink.
Hey, Tinkle Toes.
Hi. Okay.
So that's my news for the day, at least. I don't really know what I've been up to this week because my memory is bad.
You made some delightful focaccia bread yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to use that as my war member.
Oh,
I made
oops.
some bread. It's okay. I'll talk
use
about it
as
again.
my war member because I was so happy you made bread. Wow.
I also made cake.
It
was from a box
so
mix,
good.
but I made it.
It was amazing because you were like, I'm going to make cake. And then I don't know, 30 minutes later, I had a piece of cake in my hand. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was a box mix.
But it was gluten-free too.
Yeah.
It was good.
We have 2 more of
gluten-free.
those in the pantry.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Maybe 3 more. I think 2 more. We also have a gluten-free scone mix.
What?
Yeah. I've just found that.
Wow. We should go in the pantry more often.
And I think there's another yellow gluten-free cake mix in there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Because you did that for some cake cookies or something.
Yeah, I think so. I tried to make cake mix cookies with them, and I don't think it worked with the gluten-free. I don't remember. Yeah, we should look in our pantry more often.
Yeah, we should.
To see what our food situation is instead of just ordering pizza all the time.
I just got super excited because in September we're going to be in Phoenix and we can go to Jewel's Bakery, which is an all gluten-free bakery.
Yeah.
That is the best food.
So good.
It's so good.
I don't even have to eat gluten-free, but I would eat there all the time. They have good
if
food.
I lived close, I would just camp out there.
Yeah. You can't even tell it's gluten-free. And I know that a lot of people say that about a lot of gluten-free things, but for reals though.
For reals though.
Yeah.
I mean, we went and we had a big meetup there with some friends that were in town. And 2 of them were very gluten-free and they were very worried because they had actual celiacs.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, trust me. The entire place. There's no gluten, no wheat flour in the building.
Yeah.
And when they got there, they were like, there's no possible way that this food is gluten-free.
They were like,
good.
No way. And
I'm
we were
like,
like, yes
Yes
way.
So yeah, it was a big shout out to Jules. They have the best stuff.
Their chicken and waffles. So good.
Fried chicken, big fluffy waffles.
Yeah.
To die for.
Yes. I'm excited about that too.
In a month.
We'll report back on that afterwards.
Because when we go down there, we always get big boxes to go and bring them home.
Uh-huh.
So
we usually
good.
get 2 meals, one to eat there and one to take home.
Mm-hmm.
That's normal, right? That's
Yeah.
a thing that normal people do.
I don't
Probably
know.
not. Probably not.
I'm just watching Stray over here. She was
Aw.
attempting to climb the curtain, and now she's just watching.
Now she's just staring at,
Yeah.
tilting her head, staring at it, tilting her head.
She's very cute. We got the
Very
new
adorable.
lights up. We got fun little lights up.
We have a tea time couch set up.
Oh,
Oh no, she's climbing the curtain.
yeah, we have
Okay,
if you're on our Patreon when we do our tea time this weekend, you'll see our new little tea time setup.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's just a couch with fun lights hanging over
Yeah.
it. I don't even know if the lights will come up in the video. We'll make it.
I know.
We'll make it
it work.
If you have to just look at our foreheads and watch the pretty lights, then that's fine. I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, it'll be fun. So, we did. So last week's episode was kind of just us talking. We didn't do a regular episode because life was lifing very hard for us. But we talked about our book that we're working on.
Yeah.
And today we released on our Patreon for free a short story that's kind of a little bit of a backstory for our book.
Yeah.
And so
it kind of gives a history of a family line.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to go check that out on Patreon.
It's free. So like you do need to sign up for a Patreon account, but that is free to do. Just give them your email. And then you can access that for free.
For free.
Free 99.
Free. Wait a minute.
No, it is actually for free.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stray is just being adorable over there.
I know.
Yeah, and it's a fun little short story. A little bit of history about our book. Characters in our book, and
yeah. And I think I said in the post that it was just this week, but I think we'll probably do it for two weeks, or maybe just this whole month. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The whole month. Yeah.
So
why
go
not?
over there, check us out, patreon.com/Jess and His.
Please do.
And
see what else we're all about.
Yeah. We have some other public posts on there, but a lot of the fun happens like with our patrons. So
yeah. Because that's
that's the point of Patreon.
That's the point of Patreon.
But we would love to have you join us as a patron and get in on some of the perks.
Yeah. It's super fun. I love our little community that we're building.
Me too.
Yeah. And
they're just wonderful people.
I love when members of our community share their creativity with us.
Yes.
Which is something that has been happening. That's another thing that happened over the week. We had a couple people share
some short stories that they had written
and stories,
and little scenes, and it was great.
Yeah,
I love stuff like that. I love inspiring creativity.
Yes.
In others.
Yeah,
so that's a fun.
We've
thing.
talked about this a lot before, and we talk about it a lot in our tea times too. But that's like one of our favorite things. Is just I just want people to. I get that like aggression when it comes to just like, don't you know how much you can do? Like you could do so many cool things. Just do it.
Do the thing.
It doesn't work with me.
No,
but
absolutely not.
But that's like, I always just get so happy when people share creativity with us, and like perks when they say, "Oh, because of you guys or this community that you made."
I know, that
which
makes me so happy.
Freaks me out too a little bit, but
don't think about that part of it. Just think about somebody doing good things.
But yeah, so just imagine me, just like grabbing your shoulders and being like, "Just be so creative because you could do it, and I'm rooting for you," and then share it with us, please.
Yeah.
I
was going to say, imagine
Don't
me
you
as
know
a little
how cool
cheerleader
you are?
behind you. And I was like, oh, no, I'm so not a cheerleader type. But I am like, I will root for you 110%.
Oh, yeah.
If you're struggling with something. So if you're listening to this and you've got some little project or something that you're struggling with and you're not feeling like you can do it, just picture me behind you going, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it.
See, you're like the typical encouraging.
You're like, I'm going to shake you to
like,
death.
You can't do it.
Do it.
Just do it. I'm like that. I'm like that meme. I'm like that Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Do it.
Make
Boom,
your dreams come true.
Fire explodes behind you. Just do it.
Oh my gosh.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I think that's why that whole thing resonates so much with me.
You know what I need you to just do?
Roll dice.
Oh, I just assumed you were going to go first.
No. I mean, probably at this point. Come on, like.
I mean, now that I've said it, I'll probably end up going first. But
okay, let's see. 3.
Oh, shoot.
There is a very good possibility that you will go first this episode.
No.
I'm taking this so it doesn't interfere with your roll.
I rolled a 1.
No. Oh my gosh.
That's
this
amazing.
can't.
That is
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I mean,
The dice
the dice tell the story.
have decreed it.
The dice tell the story.
Yeah.
You have to go first.
All right. So
Also, our numbers guy said that the non-applicable episodes where we just talk are almost going first more than I have.
yeah, there have been 7 episodes where it hasn't been our typical format, either movie reviews or random, like the questions and stuff like that. 7 of those. There have been 9 episodes where his has gone first, and all the rest
21
are me.
of you going first.
Now 22.
22.
Out of
No, this would be
37.
21 because I 37 total.
Okay.
So this
yeah.
would be 20 episode. This is the 21st time that you have gone first, which is divisible by 3, and I don't know why that makes me happy.
Yeah.
I like numbers that are divisible by 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's fun.
Anyway,
Okay.
earlier, as you were finalizing your notes, you said, "Ooh, this is gruesome."
It is.
And,
And that wasn't like a new thing that I discovered halfway through my research. I knew it was
Okay.
going to be gruesome from the beginning.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna read a little something.
Okay.
When I come down from Liverpool, the day was dull and bleak. I met an old seafaring man. His name was Jack McTeague. He told to me a story about a robber Mean who lived in a cave on the Scottish coast, and his name was Sawney Bean.
Ooh, that's so funny. I just was looking at the list of topics the other day, and I was like, "What is this Sawney Bean thing?" That was
You put it
added
on
I know
there.
it was forever ago, and I was like, I literally was like, "Did I put this on there?" And I look at it right now, and it says Sawney Bean, creepy.
Uh-huh.
That's all it says.
Yeah. And
Cool. I
so-
have no idea what this is or what this is about.
Okay.
So I'm excited to learn why I put this on the topic list.
Okay. I'm talking about the legend ? Of Sawney Bean, and right here, right now, trigger warning. It's gonna get graphic. It's gonna get gruesome. There is murder and cannibalism and mention of suspected incest.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
It's a whole thing, and
Okay.
I'll get into it. But if that is not your jam, then skip ahead to whatever his is talking about, unless you also have a trigger warning.
No.
But all the true crime lovers out here, or maybe not true crime, I don't know. I'll get into that later. This is a story.
Well, I'm going to get comfortable and I want to hear it.
All right. So the little snippet that I read in the beginning was from a song by Snakefinger. It was released in 1987 called The Ballad of Sawney Bean. The song actually has 2 parts. The first is an a cappella rendition of the tale in 3 verses, and the second part is an instrumental with the violin called Sawney's Death Dance. And I did not get a chance to listen to this song. I only looked up the lyrics, but I would very much like to listen to it. So, Snakefinger, The Ballad of Sawney Bean.
I'm going to go find it and so I
Okay.
can listen to it when we're done because I love some violin.
So I'll go ahead and keep reading the rest of the song just to kind of set the tone and give you guys a rundown of the story before I dive into the details. Was in the reign of Jolly James in 1424, his incestuously inbred family patrolled the Galloway shore. They robbed the innocent travelers, but worse than that they did, for they feasted on roasted, murdered men, and then their bones they hid. Then good King James, he heard of this. He sent 400 men. On hooks in the caves they found human flesh, and they took the family in. The women they burned in the public square, but not before they'd seen the men bleeding to death with no hands and feet with their leader, Sawney Bean.
Why did I put this on the list?
I don't know, man.
I
You've been
have no
listening to a
idea.
lot of true crime. Maybe they covered it, and that's why we drink. I don't remember it.
This was forever ago.
It was, so I don't know.
Weird. Okay, yeah.
So it's a lovely tale, right?
It sounds wonderful. Like
if you're already feeling squeamish, then again, this is your sign to fast forward.
Can I fast forward?
No,
I'm okay.
You put it on here.
I did. I don't know why I did.
So, okay, let's talk about this guy.
Okay.
Alexander Sawney Bean was born in East Lothian during the 16th century. His father was a ditch digger and a hedge trimmer, and Bean tried to take up the family trade, but quickly realized that he did not like to work. So he left his home with his wife, who was an allegedly vicious woman named Agnes Black Douglas, or Black Agnes Douglas. So Black is the nickname. Black Agnes, who apparently shared his inclinations and was accused of being a witch. So lovely couple.
Yeah, they sound like lovely people.
They set out robbing people and eventually set up their home in a coastal cave in Benane Head between Girvan and Ballantrae. I know I'm probably pronouncing those wrong because they are Scottish names. And I can't pronounce Scottish names. The cave was a perfect hideout with tunnels that penetrated the solid rock and extended for more than a mile in length. Furthermore, twice a day at high tide, the cave's entrance was flooded for several hundred meters, making it almost impenetrable. So very, very well hidden, not really a place that you would think people lived.
Because it would be incredibly damp, for one thing.
Yeah.
And then
I guess they didn't care.
Half the day you couldn't leave or go home.
Twice a day at high tide.
Twice a day you couldn't go home, yeah.
Yeah, they were fine with hiding out in their cave.
I guess.
Yeah. Sawney and Agnes produced 6 daughters, 8 sons, 14 granddaughters, and 18 grandsons, all living in the cave.
Oh.
The grandchildren were said to be products of incest between their children.
Oh.
The entire clan was able to hide in those caves for 25 years.
Holy cow.
Undiscovered.
What?
The Bean clan thrived by laying careful ambushes at night to rob and murder individuals or small groups. They brought the bodies back to their cave, where the corpses were dismembered and eaten. They would pickle the leftovers and discarded body parts in barrels. These leftovers would sometimes wash up on nearby beaches.
I'm just staring at you.
I know.
Now. I have no idea why I put this on the
So
this is insane.
The strategy helped conceal their crimes by leading villagers to believe that animals were responsible for the attacks on travelers. Mm-hmm. So when body parts wash up on beaches, you're like, oh yeah, someone drowned and yep, animals. Yeah. Animals did it. It was the animals, I bet. So, but eventually the body parts and disappearances didn't go unnoticed, but the clan stayed in their cave by day and took their victims at night. And so the villagers remained totally oblivious and unaware that any murderers were living nearby.
That's insane.
So once the local people began to take notice of the disappearances, on a larger scale, searches were launched to find the culprits. And in one of these searches, someone did take note of the cave, but they all decided that no human could live in that.
Yeah.
Because, as previously discussed, high tide kind of floods it for a few meters and it's not very good living conditions. So the villagers, they were desperate for justice. They actually hanged several innocent townspeople that had been accused. But even after that, the disappearances continued. And sadly, suspicion often fell on local innkeepers, since in a lot of cases, they were the last people to have seen the missing people alive. So estimates of how many victims met their end at the hand of the Bean clan vary from several hundred up to nearly 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Until one night, around the year 1600, the Bean clan ambushed a married couple riding from a fair on one horse. The man was trained in combat and armed with a sword and a pistol. He was able to hold off several members of the clan. But unfortunately, while he was fighting, the wife was unhorsed and fell to the ground and was captured, and then immediately killed and disemboweled.
Oh my gosh.
They, like zombie movie style, started eating her right there.
Oh.
The husband was rescued when a large group of other fairgoers appeared on the trail, and the Bean clan fled because they were outnumbered at that point. So this traumatized husband was taken to see the chief magistrate of Glasgow, who reported the crime to the king himself. So this was King James IV. He took a very keen interest in witchcraft, and so these crimes kind of enthralled him, and he took personal charge of it, and soon arrived in the area with a bunch of tracker dogs and a small army of about 400 men.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
he
small
was like,
army for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he took it very seriously. The search continued, and the Bean's lair, the Bean clan's lair, kept just. Nobody thought to look in the caves until the dogs picked up the scent of
good doggos.
Just all kinds of bad things coming from that cave.
Yeah.
So the troops entered the caves and were met with a really gruesome, unbelievable sight.
Yeah.
All around the walls were rows of human body parts.
Oh my gosh.
Hung up to dry, and everywhere were piles of clothing, along with jewelry and other personal possessions from the victims, along with discarded bones, and also the entire Bean clan of, 48-something people.
The thing that, I'm sitting here listening to all of this, and I'm like, it's so crazy that they're active. I mean, there has to be animals. There's fish. There's other things to eat.
Uh-huh.
They're purposely...
Yeah.
This entire clan. And the kids never knew anything different, which is it's horrific.
Yeah.
This is insane. And for a minute that I forgot that it was the 1600s. And I was thinking
Modern
the 1900s.
times?
And I was like, wait, okay, it's the 1600s. And I don't know how that makes it better.
Yeah.
Don't know, but I was just oh my goodness, this
it's
is not
easier.
so. Oh, this is a long time ago. It's easier when it's a long time ago.
To detach from the situation and from the actual gruesomeness that is happening when it has happened such a long time ago.
Yeah, 400 years ago. It's
they've talked about this in the podcast that we listen to, and that's why we drink. If it's a more modern story that they're telling, it's more unnerving.
Yeah,
might be the word I'm looking for. Because knowing that things like this happen and are happening everywhere and all the time, it's weird. And then you hear about something that happened way back in the day, and you're like, oh, it's not. It's fine.
It is very. There's a definite psychology in there somewhere, but it is an odd thing. It's oh well, I mean, it's horrific.
It is no
by
matter
any
what.
standard.
But I think
it's
just
happened. It just.
Because we feel removed from that time period, so we would be removed from anything happening in that time period, right? So, because it's such a foreign way of life for us. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, that was a weird little tangent.
It was a weird little tangent. I have another one.
Okay.
I was just thinking, how did this go? They're pickling and brining or whatever they were doing, and I'm like, how did? But the sea, if you're near an ocean, there is kind of a brackish odor, it would hide any. Yeah. Any stench of decay.
And if you're walking along the shore on a beach and you smell decay, even if you don't see anything immediately in sight, you think, oh, there's a dead fish nearby.
Yeah.
It's not even
Yeah, you don't even
You don't
like
think
if,
about, oh, there must be a body somewhere, or oh, I wonder if there are people living in that cave off the shore and are cannibals.
Yeah,
Like that's not like a
the
thing that
last
you think
thing you
about.
would think of.
Yeah.
Well, now it's everything I'm going to think of when I go to the beach. I'm going to be like, I smell
cannibals.
cannibals. Speaking of Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Wow.
Wow.
Full circle. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, go on.
Okay, so what
King
happens
James.
next? Yeah, once the troops entered this cave, there are two different versions of what happens next. The more common version is also the more gruesome version.
Of
And it
course.
is the version that happened in the song that I read the lyrics to. So the clan was captured alive, having given up without a fight. They were taken in chains to the Tolbooth jail in Edinburgh and transferred to either Leith or Glasgow, where they were summarily executed. I shouldn't put words like that in my podcast if they're gonna.
I don't.
Yeah,
That is a weird word. Summarily.
they were then executed, being regarded as subhuman and unfit for trial. So, like, I mean, I agree with that. Honestly,
I mean,
agree with
honestly,
that.
the parents maybe.
Yeah.
But like those kids, just
The kids
they knew
know
nothing
no
different.
different. And
Yeah, that. Oh, those poor
yeah,
kids.
like maybe some of the younger ones could have been like rehabilitated. I don't know
it
what
was
the
the
right
1600s,
word.
so probably.
I know, and
But still,
I
gosh.
feel bad using that
term.
That
Yeah, I
term
mean,
for that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's something you do with wild animals. But
Yeah.
yeah. So yep,
Wow.
Sawney and the other men. This is gross. Sorry, had their genitalia cut off and thrown into the fires. Their hands and feet were severed, and they were allowed to bleed to death.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Calm down.
Yeah,
Just
this is
like,
very medieval punishment
yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sawney shouted his dying words, "It isn't over. It will never be over," which is horrifying.
That's
horrifying.
nightmares. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. After being forced to watch the men die, Agnes and the other women and the children were tied to stakes and burned alive.
Oh.
Also very medieval punishment.
Very. Yeah. Horrific. I mean, not gonna. Yeah. That's another tangent to go down. It's just horrific.
Yeah. We've gone on the witch hunt tangent here before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second version of what happened to the entire Bean clan is that the search party detonated gunpowder at the entrance of the cave, leaving the Bean clan to suffocate. Also not great, but maybe a little better than the first version of the story.
If they did the right thing and the cave just exploded, boom, done. But it's not great. None of it's great.
None of it's good. None of it's great. There is a local legend in the town of Girvan, Girvan, Girvan.
I'm sorry to Scottish speakers.
So that town is located near the scene, near all of this, near the caves, near that. It has their legend says that one of Bean's daughters eventually left the clan and settled in Girvan, where she planted a tree that became known as the Hairy Tree. And after her family's capture and exposure, her identity was revealed. And the locals there got mad and hanged her from a bough of the Hairy Tree.
Now, why?
Right.
Like, she left. She was trying to live her own life. Let her live her own life.
Yeah. I don't know. But whatever. So the good news about all of this is that it might not actually be true.
Oh, good.
So
Okay. Phew.
Yeah. There is a lot of debate over the validity of the tale of Sawney Bean. Was he a real person? Was he some mythical figure that was sort of sensationalized in sort of stories being told at the time? In a 2005 article in the Fortean Times titled "In Search of Sawney Bean," author Sean Thomas notes that historical documents such as newspapers and diaries during the era in which Sawney Bean was supposedly active make no mention of ongoing disappearances of hundreds of people. Additionally, he notes inconsistencies in the stories, but speculates that kernels of truth might have inspired the legend.
Most bizarre legends do start with some little nugget of truth or have some little nugget of truth in them.
And if you would like to know what little kernels of truth inspired this legend, you should become a patron. Because that's going to be in our and another thing after chat.
Cool. Bonus
Much
content.
like I did with the Polybius episode. Like I did the exact same thing. Like what were the true things that inspired this urban legend? I'm doing the same thing here. Too. Yeah, I liked learning about Polybius. I liked it better than learning about Sawney Bean.
That was a creepy video game is way better than this creepy clan. Yeah. That's so crazy.
There are also subscribe to our Patreon for the bonus content there, and I'll talk about a few things that sort of were going on at that time that might have fed into this legend or inspired it. There are contradicting beliefs as to when the alleged atrocities occurred. So, again, the author of this article, Sean Thomas, explains that while many believe Sawney Bean's campaign took place during the 16th century, others place it centuries earlier. Thomas also believes it likely that the legend was embellished and altered over time to make it more relevant to readers and more salacious. So it's possible that there was some twisted family clan, robbing people, highwaymen. I don't know, but like it's been twisted and sensationalized over time. The legend first appeared in British chapbooks, which are small, kind of cheaply made booklets that were used for street literature throughout early modern Europe at the time. And in chapbooks, you could find actual truth, but it was mostly like stories, like,
it's like early tabloids.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The story also appeared in the Newgate calendar, which was, even at the time, a highly sensationalized crime catalog that is loosely connected to Newgate Prison in London, but they would often do like other crime stories. But yeah, again, highly sensationalized. So
isn't it fascinating how basically tabloids have existed forever?
Ever since literature has existed, people have been writing down crazy stories. So,
and like, did you hear about the Bat Boy?
The Bat Boy.
I love Bat Boy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. The story of Sawney Bean, it's since passed into folklore. If you go to Edinburgh, you might see it in the tourism circuit.
Okay, put that down for our travel. Okay. When we travel.
Yeah, we're going to learn all about, we're going to go to, did I say Edinburgh?
Edinburgh.
I said Edinburgh. Sorry. When we go to Edinburgh, we'll ask people to tell us about Sawney Bean.
Okay.
And see what they say.
I could see it being like one of those, don't go down to the ocean at night. Sawney Bean will get you, kind of one of those like cautionary tale type things.
Or like just don't travel at night ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't.
You hear stories like that about like the deep South here in the U.S. There is one Supernatural episode actually that like the twist of that episode was that they were just dealing with people. It wasn't anything supernatural.
Yeah.
But it was the same thing. It was like a whole family of cannibals that was like, they would like put people in cages and let them go and like hunt them. So like Most Dangerous Game meets Sawney Bean.
There is one of Louis L'Amour. He has the Sackett family stories. One of the stories,
my grandma was a huge fan of the Sacketts.
I know, I love the Sacketts. I think it was in the book Jubal Sackett.
Okay.
And I think one of the travels is he's stopping at this kind of I don't want to call it an inn. I think it was just kind of a way station, like at a ferry crossing or near a ferry crossing. And the thing is the innkeeper or the ferry keeper's daughter is like, hey, you want to come see the critter we got in the cage? And he's like, oh, sure. And basically it's a trap. And she leads him in and he falls into a cage and is trapped there, and they're going to rob
he's
him.
the critter. I get it.
Yeah, but they're going to rob him and all this stuff. But he manages to escape and everything. But it's just like it's that same little thing. It's like this crazy little family that's just trying to, make some extra cash. I don't know. But it's just like when you said that, like about the supernatural episode, I was like, oh yeah, that Jubal Sackett. I read that book like, I don't know, forever ago. But it is weird. Like it's those cautionary tales, but then they get blown completely out of proportion.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that the Sawney Bean clan was probably not real.
Yeah, but it also might have been. I don't know. There's no evidence that it was. You'd think if hundreds or maybe even 1,000 people were
being missing, and then like this gruesome, like the king is like, you would think like if the king came to town,
with
there's going to be people writing,
dogs.
The king was in town, Dear Diary. Yesterday, the king showed up. It was great. Like the king.
Crazy.
Or
the king's
I hate
here
the
to
king,
hunt down some cannibals.
Yeah, like that. I feel like that would definitely be in the newspapers for sure.
There would be a record of it. I think.
Private journals, I feel like definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's where you get all the details of day-to-day life and stuff. I feel like that makes me go, oh, okay. That was just real. Someone had a very vivid and gruesome imagination.
Yeah.
They let their intrusive thoughts win and wrote about it. Okay.
I'd be interested to know, like, was this story making the rounds at the same time that sort of like Penny Dreadfuls rose in popularity, like the little horror stories?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I know Penny Dreadfuls were mostly in England. This was in Scotland, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe the trend just like spread.
Yeah,
I don't actually know who started the trend. The rise in horror fiction.
The rise. Let me put that at the list. Add the blah, 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 blah.
That would be fun to research.
Okay.
I'd honestly put all the book genres, all the story genres, the rise of sci-fi, fantasy, horror. What other genres can we think of that we'd be interested in talking about? Maybe not romance. I don't know.
I'm good. What was the other thing you said? Sci-fi, horror, and
fantasy. The three fun ones.
The three fun ones. Yeah. Okay, I've written this down. Sorry. I was like, well, I can't write and think at the same time. Sorry. Okay, cool. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. It's a fun little story. I might also talk about Sawney Bean references in pop culture in the after chat session.
Okay, cool.
Because
I love when the real random.
Yeah.
It's like, it blows my mind when like the most random thing has pop culture references, like the squonk being in like a Genesis song.
Yeah.
And that other.
So weird.
Well, I can't remember the other band.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what's he singing about the squonk? Like what?
Was it?
No, it was kind of that same.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
I will say that the movie The Hills Have Eyes.
No. I just got super triggered.
Have you seen it? I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. I just have. I'll tell you in the after chat.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Wait. I think I've heard this story before.
Yeah.
You've told me before.
Yeah. Crazy family. Drama stuff.
But yeah, that character in there was inspired by Sawney Bean, and that's like the most popular sort of pop culture reference.
That. Okay.
Yeah. I've never seen the movie, so I don't know.
Never have either. I will never see it.
Yeah, probably not.
Cool.
I'm into creepy stuff, but I don't know. I am picky about the spooky movies that I watch. So
yeah. Same.
I could talk about cannibalism and gruesome deaths on the podcast, but
don't
watching
watch
it.
Yeah, no.
Different.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird because like I'm fine with gore because I'm mostly just like, wow, the special effects are awesome because I can think of it as special effects and not an actual person. But
yeah,
it's weird. My brain is weird, so
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Anyway,
it's fine.
That was a weird little tangent too. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about.
All right, should we just end it then?
Yeah, let's just end it and see you guys next time. First, I want to do a quick correction on my last in episode 35, I talked about superstitions and how luck plays a huge part in hockey scores. And that was correct. It is a proven thing that hockey is the most luck-oriented game. But I gave like way wrong numbers because I didn't actually write them down in my thing. And I just was like, oh yeah, I think it was like 70%. It's not. So I wrote this down. Using a mathematical approach known as true score theory, analysts have been able to assess the contribution of luck to a team's overall success. This statistical technique utilizes the variance in skill, chance, and outcome to estimate the relative importance of skills versus chance in determining results. In the NHL, or National Hockey League, it is estimated that the contribution of luck to a team's season record is approximately 53%. At the other end of the spectrum, only 12% of an NBA team's record is due to luck.
Oh.
That's still crazy high.
Yeah. It's still pretty high. It's not 70%.
It's not 70. I know. I was like, when I read that, I was like, oh, where did I get 70? I should have really written that down. I'm so sorry. So I just wanted to make that correction.
Okay, hockey players, you've been not redeemed. What's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know. I know what you're thinking.
Vindicated.
Vindicated?
No, that's not it either.
No.
Wow, I'm a writer.
I don't know. I don't know, but I know what you're thinking of, and I also can't think of the word.
Validated either.
Anyway, but we're not going to talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put that correction out there because when I make an obvious glaring error, I want to correct it. So
yeah. Faux show.
Faux show.
Me too.
So I'm going to, hopefully I wrote down all the things that I need to do correctly today. But if I make a mistake, I'll correct it in a future episode.
Here's the thing about mine. If I made a mistake about Sawney Bean, you can't prove it.
I can't prove it. Well,
I wasn't talking to you. Just the
I can't prove it either.
You.
So
yeah.
We are going to talk about, do you remember, like, I don't know, do you remember like growing up, like things that were going to be a real problem in your life? Quicksand.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Quicksand and people offering me drugs all the time.
Oh, seriously. Yeah. Oh, and your Halloween candy being full of everything.
Razor blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also like the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah.
That was going to be a huge problem, wasn't it?
That was a bad thing.
That was such a huge thing. Like the Bermuda Triangle. It's
such a mystery.
You even like cross the line that marks the Bermuda Triangle. You're gone forever.
Gone. You disappear. Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
Enter at your own risk. Here there be monsters.
Scooby-Doo's the only one that got out of there.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
And the fact that it doesn't actually exist at all.
Wait, what?
But it doesn't exist, but you can go and stand on the tip of it in Bermuda.
But it doesn't exist, so how can you stand on it?
It doesn't officially exist. But there is a...
I'm confused.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll talk about it.
But it doesn't exist.
Yes. So the area that is referred to as the Bermuda Triangle or the Devil's Triangle covers about 500,000 square miles off the southeastern tip of Florida, out in the ocean.
Uh-huh.
When good old Christopher Columbus came through here on his first voyage to the New World, he reported that a great flame of fire crashed into the sea one night, and a strange light appeared in the distance a few weeks later. It was probably a meteor.
Yeah.
He also wrote about erratic compass readings. Like, my compass keeps changing direction and it won't point true. But the Bermuda Triangle is a place where true north and magnetic north every so often line up. And that does really mess with compass readings.
Yeah. Okay.
So
why is that?
Because true north and magnetic north, the magnetic north moves.
Uh-huh.
So occasionally
every once in a while.
The lines.
Is it like a cycle?
Yes.
Can you predict when they'll line up?
Probably. I didn't dive into that
Okay.
particular tangent.
I don't
on
know
this
why I
one.
decided to fixate on that. But...
I will ask a scientist and get back to you. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. I will get a scientist on the horn.
Hey, Google?
Hey, Google? I actually know some scientists, but I'm like, I don't know.
Okay. Are
I
they
met
those
this-
kinds of scientists?
Well,
I actually know some scientists. That was just a funny thing to say.
I met this amazing person at Gallifrey 1 standing in line one year.
Oh, yeah.
And we're still Jessie.
Yeah.
She's super awesome. And she's always posting about amazing space things that she does.
Yeah.
And I just am fascinated to follow her Facebook when she talks about her.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's fascinating. I don't know if she listens to this, but if you do, hi, Jessie.
Hi. We met too, briefly.
Yes,
in that same
we were
line.
in line.
We all talked
for,
together.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't know this, but William Shakespeare's play The Tempest was possibly based on a real-life Bermuda shipwreck.
Really?
Yeah, scholars claim that.
Okay.
But we don't know. We'll have to go talk to Will himself.
Yeah.
Over history, there were random reports of unexplained disappearances in the area, but it didn't really get public attention until the 20th century. There were two very infamous tragedies that occurred in this area, and I'm going to go into them both a little bit later. One was in March of 1918, and that is the USS Cyclops, which is a Navy cargo ship that disappeared completely. And the other was in December of 1945. 5 Navy bombers with 14 men took off and disappeared. And I'm going to go into those a little bit more. But first, I want to talk a little more about why the Bermuda Triangle became a name and where it kind of came from and some of the legends there. And then we're going to talk about what people think it is and what it might actually be.
Cool.
It became really kind of in the public eye in the 1964 in a magazine article when Vincent Gaddis coined the phrase Bermuda Triangle. And he started saying, all these things started happening. There's all these mysterious accidents and people are like radioing in, everything's cool. And then they're never heard from again. Or everything's weird. And then they're never heard from again. And then there's bright lights in the sky. And then just weird, random things happening.
Okay.
And then Charles Berlitz, who founded the Berlitz Language Schools, wrote a bestseller about the Bermuda Triangle in 1974. So again, it kind of piqued really like the interest in this. And I like, okay, so yeah, that's like, oh, Bermuda Triangle, became
it's all
Scooby-Doo
sensationalized.
mysteries and all the little everything.
Yeah.
The disappearances have been blamed on everything from aliens, Atlantis, sea monster, time warps, reverse gravity fields, and other just way far out there things.
Why not all of the above?
I mean, maybe.
The lost city of Atlantis was actually an ancient city of aliens. It has now sunk. These aliens are now living underwater in this lost city. And they're messing with environmental factors because they have the technology. That's my theory.
Okay.
The end.
The end. That's it. You nailed
I just
it.
did your
Well,
topic for
thank you. I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Have you heard of the Bimini Road?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit about that in the after
Yay.
bonus content.
Sweet. Speaking of Atlantis.
Speaking of Atlantis, the road that leads to Atlantis, but it doesn't really. So.
Yes, it does.
Spoilers.
You cannot tell me that. Okay.
I can tell you. You don't have to believe me, though.
Okay.
Because that's basically...
Atlantis
like,
exists. Milo Thatch says so. So, yeah.
Oh, we should watch that again.
We
I love that.
should. Yeah.
In all probability, what causes these mysterious disappearances is probably weather, hurricanes, human error.
You probably don't have an answer to this, but what is there? The disappearances that happen in the Bermuda Triangle, is that number higher than disappearances that happen everywhere else?
No.
Or is it just like, oh, it happened in the Bermuda Triangle. It must have been that. It's a mystery. because it happened in the Bermuda Triangle. Yet,
Let me find my quote.
Other
There is a
things go
quote. I
missing.
actually do have a quote. From the oh gosh, I can't remember what the NOAA website.
Uh-huh.
It says the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Coast Guard contend there are no supernatural explanations for disasters at sea. The ocean has always been a mysterious place to humans, and when foul weather or poor navigation is involved, it can be a very deadly place. This is true all over the world. There is no evidence that mysterious disappearances occur with any greater frequency in the Bermuda Triangle than in any other large, well-traveled area of the ocean.
well, there you go.
There you go. And this is where I was saying there is no like official thing saying this is the Bermuda Triangle. There is like a unofficial designation of it. So the unofficial designation is that the 3 points of the triangle are Bermuda at the northernmost point, Puerto Rico, and then the Florida coast near Miami. That's what makes up the triangle.
Uh-huh.
And it is in Bermuda. There is a little corner like of a beach near the city where they have it marked like you can stand on the tip of the Bermuda Triangle.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying, like you can't stand there. But it isn't officially a thing.
Let's add that to our travel list.
I definitely would love to add that to my travel list.
Bermuda
Yes,
and Edinburgh.
yes.
All in one trip.
Fly down. Wow, that's a.
We could make a few stops along the way.
We should probably make a few stops along the way.
Yeah.
The ocean depths in the Bermuda Triangle, the deepest point in the Atlantic Ocean is inside the Bermuda Triangle. So there is a very good probability that a lot of the so-called, a lot of things that disappear without a trace just are beyond our reach. Well,
that intrigues me a lot though, because like deep ocean
is terrifying.
Who knows what's down there?
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, Atlantis could be down there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a place called the Milwaukee Depth in the Puerto Rico Trench. Yeah, I don't know why it's called that. I didn't deep dive into that.
A weird little brain switch there. Milwaukee
Depth
in Bermuda.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
And I don't know why it's called the Milwaukee Depth. I don't know. Maybe it's as deep as tallest building.
Oh my gosh,
market.
that Hanson song just has a whole new meaning now. Man from Milwaukee.
Anyway.
I've been talking too long on my yellow walkie-talkie.
At the Milwaukee Depth in the Puerto Rico Trench.
Do you know, though? Do you know the song?
No,
I'm
I don't. I'm
referencing?
sorry.
Okay,
I know
so.
who Hanson is, but I was not a Hanson fan. I'm sorry. Forgive me for
I was and still am.
the error
Hanson
in my
fan.
ways.
It's fine.
Okay. Do you want to know how deep the ocean is there?
Sure.
Can I tell you that? Just let me get through this number, okay?
I'm sorry. Are you getting on me for interrupting you every single bullet point?
Absolutely not.
I'm usually very quiet during your part.
No, I know. And what's funny is normally
kidding.
I am with you on this tangent, but my brain tonight is like,
I'm sorry.
finish the sentence.
Okay, start the sentence over, though, because my brain has lost it. That's what you get aggressive about. I get aggressive about people wanting people to realize their creativity.
The problem is I very rarely get this way where I have to finish a sentence. And I don't know why it's bothering me tonight.
I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, I can't read the sentence. Can I just say the number?
Out of context, sure, but I forgot the beginning of your sentence.
Oh, gosh. Okay,
If it
I'm
helps,
sorry.
say the number, finish the sentence, but then go back and read the whole thing.
I can't even see it. I'm laughing so hard. Okay. Shh. Here we go. At the Milwaukee Depth in the Puerto Rico Trench, the ocean reaches a depth of 27,493 feet. That's 8,380 meters.
How many miles is that?
I don't know. You know what? Hang on. Let me ask Google.
It's like, wait, you said 20,000 and a mile is 2,000 something feet.
It's about 5 miles. It's a little over 5 miles.
Okay.
That's insane. 5 miles deep.
Yeah.
Nope. There's so much nope in that. Just like, So much nope.
Can you imagine what kind of creatures live down there, though?
Horrifying, terrifying ones.
Really fascinating ones.
Oh, incredibly. I will watch ocean videos,
That's
documentary. I will watch those.
Oh yeah.
I am so fascinated by those, but the ocean terrifies me.
That's a topic that's already on our list, right?
Mhm.
Is deep sea creatures.
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah.
The horrors of the deep sea, I think
right.
is what it is.
It was a suggestion by
We have
somebody.
a couple oceanic
Couple what?
oceanic topics.
Yeah.
That's the right word, right?
It sounded like you were saying a couple ocean.
No. Oceanic. I don't know what I'm talking about now. Anyway, Bermuda Triangle, scary place.
That's
Lots of
a
weird,
really
creepy
deep, the
things.
Milwaukee
5 miles
depth
deep.
is, that's crazy.
I'm trying to think what's 5 miles away from here.
How high is the atmosphere?
I don't know. In miles. Like 6,200 miles. That's a long way.
Oh.
But
okay.
what the weather is
I figured it wasn't
the
fun.
weather that we have is in the first 5 to 9 miles.
There we go. That might have been what I was thinking of.
Insane.
Yeah.
The troposphere.
Yeah.
The troposphere is where we live. It's a surface. How do you say from 6 to 11 miles? From the surface up to about 6 to 11 miles. How does that work?
What do you mean?
That's how the troposphere goes. It must be like, okay. I need a scientist. Scientist friends. I just don't have enough time in my life to do all the deep dives I want to do. Okay. We figured it out.
Rein it back in. Let's rein it back in.
The Bermuda Triangle allegedly is between these Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico.
Okay.
5 miles deep is the deepest point of the Bermuda Triangle. Let's talk about the USS Cyclops. And then we're going to talk, if we have time, we'll talk about Flight 19. If we don't have time, I'll talk about it in the after chat.
Oh, okay.
In 1918, the USS Cyclops, one of the Navy's largest ships. It's nearly 550 feet long with a crew of 306 people and 11,000 tons of manganese on board. She's been sailing successfully since 1910, traveling between the Baltic Sea, the Caribbean, and Mexico, and assisting with moving coal around the world and helping refugees.
Oh, cool.
But then when America entered World War I in 1917, the Cyclops became a key naval asset, transporting troops and coal to other ships all over the world. In March of 1918, the ship was given a new cargo, manganese ore, which was used in steel making.
Ore. Okay.
Ore.
I was going to ask what manganese was.
It's ore used in steel making.
Okay.
I almost did a deep dive on manganese, but I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so the Cyclops left Brazil. Apparently, it's a very brittle metal. Like I said, I almost deep dived, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So she left Brazil, loaded up with 11,000 tons of manganese. She voyaged to Barbados to resupply and then headed home to Baltimore. The last known message came that said, "Weather fair, all's well."
Oh.
But then
Until it wasn't.
something happened and no one from the ship was ever seen or heard from again. She vanished without even sending an SOS.
Mystery.
Dun, 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 dun. In a feature that was published a couple years after the ship's disappearance, the Santa Fe magazine described the strangeness of it. Usually, it says, the quote says, usually a wooden bucket or a cork life jacket or life preserver or something that could be identified to the lost ship is picked up after a wreck of any kind, because there's always something on board that floats.
Yeah.
But nothing has ever been found.
That's crazy.
The quote is, "She just disappeared as though some gigantic monster of the sea had grabbed her, men and all, and sent her into the depths of the ocean."
A Leviathan, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
A Leviathan, perhaps? Or maybe a Kraken?
The Kraken.
The Kraken.
I don't know why.
I don't know. It's fun to say, though.
It is. I know.
In a little German accent. The Kraken.
The Kraken.
Release the Kraken. I don't know. Let's move on. We're recording this like almost 10 o'clock at night. We never record this late.
We don't record this late. We're truly sap. Slap happy.
Sap happy.
Slappy.
Slappy is the name of the creepy doll from Goosebumps.
Anyway, I hate creepy dolls.
It's a ventriloquist dummy too, so
great. Those are even worse.
I know.
I've lost my place in my notes.
How great was Justin Long in Goosebumps, by the way? In the Netflix series. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm going to edit so much out of this episode. I'm sorry.
You're just making more work for yourself. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
My thing was short, so it's fine.
Good for you. Over the decades, there have been all these sensational theories about the ship's disappearance. And they're just like, was it eaten by some creature of the deep, the Kraken? Was it carried off as evidence by UFOs?
Evidence?
Or was it simply a storm? I know, evidence. That was a weird sentence.
Like,
right?
are the aliens investigating a murder and needed it as, what? Is it in an evidence locker in space somewhere?
Somewhere it's tagged and bagged in a locker. In a box somewhere in area 15, because, not 51.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
They number their area squiggle blobs. This is the most chaotic episode I think we've ever recorded.
For reals this time. We've said that about a lot of episodes, but yeah, this one might be.
So a lot of the theories were that one time people were wondering if it was the victim of a German submarine or raiding ship, because it was like really early in the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a year into the war, and it would have been a perfect target.
Yeah,
I'm carrying all this stuff, but nothing ever materialized at that, and it was less and less likely that there had been any German crafts in the area at all.
Mm-hmm.
Others have
there would be wreckage though.
There would be records, and I'm sure like if anybody was like, hey, I mean, they're not going to be like, hey, we sunk a ship, don't tell anybody. They'd be like, haha, we sunk your battleship.
I sunk your battleship. Yeah.
But oh gosh, we need help.
We should record it this time every single episode, because I feel like we have an energy here that people are just going to vibe with.
So now we need a scientist and a therapist, please.
Yeah. We've always needed a therapist. We always could use a scientist too, though, to be fair. If we could have one person as a scientist and a therapist as a friend of ours, that'd be great.
Man, that would be like an awesome friend to have, though.
We're now taking applications for a scientist therapist friend.
There is no pay except us.
Yeah.
You get to be around us.
Imagine.
And Jess will make bread occasionally, focaccia and chocolate cake.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, and I'll provide Dr. Pepper and coffee and tea. Aww.
How can you beat that?
And you can see we have all our little cats who are wonderful, and cake. Anyway, back to the theories about the USS Cyclops. Sorry. So there was that it could have been a German attack during the war. Not really plausible. That's the word. Not really a plausible.
Not probable. Possible, not probable.
I give up. Anyway, people have pointed fingers at the captain, George W. Worley, because months earlier, some members of the crew were claiming that he was drunk, unsuitable to steer the ship. There were even reports of a minor mutiny that happened on board, but the Navy defended Worley of these charges, and they were like, you're fine, just go back to work, stop spreading these lies.
Uh-huh.
But there's still kind of that. But even then, even if he was under the influence of anything, there would be wreckage.
There would be something.
Something.
Yeah.
I mean, like I just feel like at some point, even if the captain's like, hey, something's bad happening. Oh, no, don't send out a radio call. Like, someone's going to send out a radio call, right?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Like, yeah, that you'd think that, what is it in Star Trek when When Kirk is unfit and Spock has to make the call. I don't remember what it is. I'm going to edit that part out because I can't remember. And I don't even remember the scenario or the situation.
No, I know. Like they just like your
it was in
unfit
one of
command
the
for
modern.
command.
It was one of the Chris Pine movies.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one.
They take
but
over. They're basically like I'm putting it on record that you're unfit and I'm removing you.
But yeah, I think he like does it on purpose or something. But anyway, yeah.
Anyway,
something like that.
edit that out. It's
Yep, I'm gonna. I probably won't. I don't know. We'll see.
Depends on how grumpy you are, huh?
It depends on how stupid I care about being. I don't know, about appearing to other people. I normally don't care.
Okay. So
Anyway.
possibly the Navy said, hey, even if he was drinking at that one time and everybody got upset, he's fine. We're not going to charge him with anything. He's going back to work. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine. Leave him alone. Okay. He's under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Okay. In its official statement about the Cyclops, the U.S. Navy says, the disappearance of this ship has been one of the most baffling mysteries in the annals of the Navy, all attempts to locate her having proved unsuccessful.
Still?
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
I want to be a
Indeed.
treasure hunter and find that.
Well, you have to go probably 5 miles under the ocean, and
I'm
that's
cool
not
with
fun.
that. If we
Okay.
have the technology.
Oh, well,
then
we
I'm cool with
don't.
it.
I would just like to say we don't have the technology.
Once we have the technology,
Okay.
I'm going to become a treasure hunter.
I'd rather go to space than the ocean.
Why not do
I mean, figure it out. NASA was like, hey, the ocean's cool, but space, let's go
Space is
there instead because
better.
the ocean is terrifying.
I'll do both.
Okay, so there are still investigations that happen. Marvin Barash, I don't know how to say that. I'm going to say Barish. I like that. Is the descendant of one of the firefighters aboard the ship. He has spent more than a decade researching its history, gathering Navy records, ship logs, and anything that might come in useful. He found he has spent more than a decade researching the history, painstakingly gathering Navy records, ship logs, and anything that might come in useful, including a blackened bag of manganese ore. He says the whole existence of the ship has been swept under a rug. It wasn't like it was lost in a glorious battle. It just kind of fell off the face of the earth. He has his own suspicions about what happened to this ship, either a series of mechanical failures, a crew unused to the new heavy cargo, and finally a great rolling wave that tipped the ship and her passengers into the ocean forever. All of this, he thinks, coincided with the ship passing over the Puerto Rico Trench, where she would be irretrievable.
Yeah. Okay. So like a rogue wave just came along.
Rogue wave, which is one of the explanations for disappearances. Rogue waves do happen quite often in this area of the ocean.
Those are
But they also
terrifying.
happen in various areas of the ocean, not specifically only here.
Yeah.
So despite his misgivings, he still retains hope that the ship will someday be discovered by you with the right technology.
Yeah, I'm totally going to do it.
He says, especially as undersea exploration technology improves.
See? He's got my back.
Yeah, he's here. He's here for it. Let's go. So fewer and fewer lost shipwrecks every year. There's new high-tech imagery. There's sonar devices and everything that can go deeper in the water. And, so we're finding more and more things that were thought to have been lost forever.
Yeah.
So he says, I just want her to be found. I want the 309 crew members to be at rest as well as their families. It just provides some resolution.
Aw.
So hopefully someday that might be a thing that can happen.
Yeah. That would be cool.
It would be very cool.
That would be a very fascinating discovery.
Right? I mean, just this, an entire ship and crew. It's just crazy to think like.
Since what was it, 1914?
Yeah, 1918.
1918. Yeah. That's
over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
That's 107 years. No, wait, math. Yes.
18. Yeah,
107 years ago. That would be awesome if it could be found.
Yeah.
Crazy. How much time we got? Have I been talking for hours and hours? I feel like I have, but I might have just been laughing.
We're only at an hour 18.
How long do you want this episode to be?
What else you got? You said
I can
you were
talk
gonna
about Flight 19.
Okay. Wasn't there another thing other than the submarine that you were? No. Never mind. I'm gonna edit that part out too.
I was going to talk about the USS
mentioned...
Cyclops, and I was going to talk about Flight 19.
Okay, I swear you mentioned something between Cyclops and Flight 19, another incident, but I don't remember. So let's talk about Flight 19.
Okay. It was a routine training flight at 2:10 p.m. on December 5th, 1945. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Naval Air Station in
That was it. It was in 1945. You didn't say, okay. That was what I was thinking. I separated those two things in my mind. You said something about the fighter pilots or something. I don't know.
Anyways.
Wow.
Utter chaos. This is utter chaos. I'm here for it. It's fine. Took off from the Naval Air Station in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The planes, which were collectively known as Flight 19, were scheduled to tackle a 3-hour exercise known as Navigation Problem Number 1.
Okay.
I didn't deep dive into what that place was. Their flight plan called for them to head east from Florida and conduct bombing runs at a place called Hens and Chickens Shoals.
Okay.
Which I think is just like the most adorable name. I'm just picturing like some big shoals and then little ones around it. I don't know. I could look that up. But, so they would go do some bombing runs there, then turn north and go over the Grand Bahama Island, and then change course again and go southwest back to base. So they were kind of almost making a triangle.
Yeah.
Each of the Avengers was crewed by 3 men, except for one that only had 2 men. And most of these men had logged over 300 hours in the air. So they weren't like new pilots. They were seasoned pilots. The flight's leader was Lieutenant Charles C. Taylor, an experienced pilot, veteran of several combat missions in World War II. So they set out and they proceeded smoothly as the at first, Flight 19's journey proceeded just as smoothly as the previous 18 that had happened that day. Taylor and his pilots buzzed over the shoals around 2:30 p.m., dropped their practice bombs without incident. But shortly after they turned north for the second leg of their journey, something strange happened. For reasons that are still unclear, Taylor became convinced that his compass was malfunctioning and that his planes had been flying in the wrong direction. The troubles mounted after a front blew in and brought rain, gusting winds, and heavy cloud cover. Flight 19 became hopelessly disoriented. "I don't know where we are," one of the pilots said over the radio. "We must have gotten lost after that last turn." Lieutenant Cox, another flight instructor who was flying near the Florida coast, was the first to overhear the radio communications. And these were just initially just between the pilots in the planes. And this Lieutenant Cox heard this, and he informed the air station of the situation and then contacted the Avengers. Avengers Assemble. Assemble. It just popped in my head. So he contacted the Avengers planes and said, "Hey, do you need help?" And Lieutenant Taylor was like, "Both of my compasses are out. I'm trying to find Fort Lauderdale." His voice was very anxious sounding. He says, "I'm over land, but it's broken. I'm sure I'm in the Keys, but I don't know how far down." And like the Florida Keys, you'd think of it just as a few little islands, but it's a couple big islands and then
a bunch
many
of scattered. Yeah, we see it on a map as just few big land masses.
Yeah,
but
there's
it's a lot.
Yeah, so that claim didn't seem to make sense. So he'd made his schedule pass over the shoals less than an hour earlier, and then he had turned north. But now he thought that he was like over the Keys, which was hundreds of miles off course.
Yeah.
So even in that hour of time, they couldn't have gotten really that far. So a lot of people that speculated, because he was just been transferred to this Fort Lauderdale from Miami, they thought maybe he had just confused some of the Bahamas islands for the Keys, because he was used to seeing the Keys.
Yeah.
So under a normal circumstance, when pilots get lost in the Atlantic, they are supposed to point their planes towards the setting sun and fly west till they hit mainland.
Yeah.
Which makes perfect sense. But he was convinced that he was over the Gulf of Mexico. So still, he should have kept going west, because he would have hit Mexico or Texas. Like he would have gotten
hit somewhere.
So he said, we've gone too far. We're over the Gulf. We need to turn northeast, and we're going to go back towards Florida. Except
That wasn't
He was
towards Florida.
That was not towards Florida. He was going further and further out to sea. And some of the pilots were like, the one man came over the radio. He was like, if we just fly west, we'll go home. You're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. And he's like, no. We're going the right way. We need to get back to Florida. So we have to go east because we're in the Gulf. Eventually they got him to turn around and head west. But then after 6 p.m., he canceled that order and he changed direction. He says, we didn't go far enough east. He was still worried that he was in the Gulf. He said, we'll just turn around and go east again. And some believe that one plane actually broke off and flew in a different direction to just like disobeyed orders blatantly. And they were like, you're going the wrong way. We're going this way. But most of the planes followed their commander.
Yeah.
Their radio transmissions soon became increasingly faint the further they went out to sea, and then fuel began to run low. And one of the last things Taylor was heard prepping his men for a potential crash landing. All planes close up tight. We'll have to ditch unless landfall. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together. A few minutes later, the last of the radio communications were replaced by an eerie buzz of static.
Wow.
The Navy started scrambling planes almost immediately. At 7:30 p.m., a pair of Mariner flying boats took off from Fort Lauderdale. Just 20 minutes later, one of them vanished off the radar.
What?
The remains of the Mariner and its 13 crewmen were never recovered, but it's commonly believed that the seaplane exploded shortly after takeoff. Flying boats were notoriously accident-prone. They were even nicknamed flying gas tanks for their propensity for catching fire.
But the remains were never recovered.
Suspicions that the seaplane may have gone up in flames were all but confirmed by a passing merchant ship, which spotted a fireball and found evidence of an oil slick in the ocean. So it was really weird that that just really happened, super random coincidence.
That's crazy.
Which is nuts, but okay, well, something definitely happened here.
Yeah.
So at first flight the next day, the Navy dispatched more than 300 boats and aircraft to look for Flight 19 and the missing Mariner. The search party spent 5 days combing more than 300,000 square miles of ocean to no avail. They just vanished, said Navy Lieutenant David White. We had hundreds of planes out looking, and we searched over land and water for days, and nobody ever found the body or any debris. A Navy Board of Investigators was also left scratching their heads, no clue as to what happened. They argued that Taylor might have confused the Bahamas for the Florida Keys after his compass malfunctioned, but they could really find no clear explanation for why they had become so disoriented, and they were eventually listed as missing for causes or reasons unknown.
That's crazy.
So, of course, since that day, these all kinds of wild theories and speculations, and then the magazine writers in the 60s and 70s, we mentioned Vincent Gaddis and Charles Berlitz. They started talking about the Bermuda Triangle and that, that's what happened to Flight 19. They got gobbled up by this eerie piece of ocean where weird things happen. And then fictional books came out and, the magnetic anomalies, parallel dimensions, alien abductions, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I love that movie and we should definitely watch it. I've
never seen it.
Oh, dude, we need to watch it. But it depicted Flight 19 as having been whisked away by flying saucers and later deposited in the deserts of Mexico.
Oh.
So we should watch that movie.
Yeah.
So it's really just a weird thing. This, okay. So even though even if this didn't fall victim to supernatural, there were a lot of oddities and unanswered questions. One of which was Lieutenant Taylor. There were witnesses who later claimed that he arrived to the pre-exercise briefing several minutes late and requested to be excused from leading the mission. He said, I just don't want to take this one out. So they don't know why he tried to do that. But many have said that maybe he just had not been fit for duty, but he was still sent out on this run.
Yeah.
There was also the question of why none of the members made use of the rescue radio frequency or their plane's ZBX receivers, which could have helped lead them toward Navy radio towers on land. So they were told to switch the devices on, but they either didn't hear the message or didn't acknowledge it. So yeah, there's a lot of little weird anomalies that came up over the investigation, but obviously nothing that you could just say this is exactly it. But they say the most likely scenario is that the planes eventually ran out of gas and ditched in the ocean. And so any survivors would have been at the mercy of rough seas and deep water. In 1991, a group of treasure hunters may have solved the puzzle. They found 5 World War II era Avengers near Fort Lauderdale, but later found out those were not the same Flight 19. They were different Navy planes that had been lost. The serial numbers didn't match up.
Yeah.
So no one really knows what happened to those 6 aircraft and their 27 crewmen.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Mysteries.
Da-da-da-da. So just closing with one of the environmental factors explain most of the disappearances. So there's reefs, there's shallow waters that made navigation really treacherous before modern technology. Most of the shipwrecks were before modern technology. So there have been fewer and fewer over the last 100 years or so.
Well, and then the first sort of message that this guy that led that mission sent out was that his compass was off. And we know that the whole true north and magnetic north messes with compasses there. So
that's what the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or NOAA, acknowledges that there's evidence that the Bermuda Triangle is the place where magnetic compass sometimes points true north instead of magnetic north because of the interference in this area.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird places. And there is, I bet I didn't write it down. I bet I took it out. So there is a line of longitude that currently runs through the Midwest where weird things happen. There's a little, all these anomalies that happen on this certain line of longitude. And I can't remember. I wish I could remember which one it was. But there's just they've done these studies where all these little weird things happen and you could just line them up in this area. And it's an area where there are magnetic issues because of true north and magnetic north.
Yeah.
And they're it could be caused just weird, atmospheric conditions or magnetic conditions or weird earth stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the easiest way to say it. Weird earth stuff.
Fascinated by stuff like that.
Me
and
too.
You kind of there's the whole scientific approach to it, and then you kind of get into the ley line approach to it, which I'm less inclined to believe all the woo-woo superstitious stuff about that.
A term coined in the 60s.
Yeah.
Even though they're they're so ancient.
They're so ancient.
No, you made that up.
No. Yeah. But I'm fascinated with the scientific aspect of it because there are these atmospheric anomalies that occur in a perfect storm of situations, the episode I did with the sky trumpets. 100% could be just some weird atmospheric reverberations. But yeah, I'm fascinated by stuff like that.
Me too. And I've listened to a few different podcasts about ley lines and about vortex or vortices.
Yeah.
And it's fascinating because there are really unexplainable things that happen. But all of that terminology and everything really got really big and woo-woo in the 60s.
Yeah.
With the different,
And it is mostly just a shift in terminology. You can use scientific terms to describe a thing, but when you start using non-scientific terms, you sound crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Because there are true scientific anomalies that can sometimes be explained, the compass issues here. When these two true north and magnetic north line up, it does affect compasses because they're basically just magnets that are keyed into the earth. Yeah. Which is just boggles my mind.
I know, yeah.
The fact that you can make a needle, you can make a magnet, you can make a compass, which is just
yeah.
I don't know, just that just boggles my mind. The earth is a fascinating, amazing, wonderful, beautiful place.
Yeah, it's great.
So, yeah, the Bermuda Triangle. It's just always been one of those crazy things that have fascinated me.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's like not even really talked about anymore and it's basically been debunked.
It's a little bit of a bummer, right?
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Don't debunk all the fun stuff.
Let's bring it back. We're making the Bermuda Triangle. Let's
bring it back.
Yeah.
Let's make it scary again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 5 miles deep in some areas, so it's terrifying.
It's plenty scary.
I mean, very scary. But yeah, it is. But like now, like there are fewer and fewer issues, with planes and ships going through that area because technology has so far advanced. But like usually it's like there's like pop-up storm cells and stuff where you're sailing along, it's a beautiful day, and bam, hurricane, or not hurricane, but just like a crazy storm, and you get your ship, your little boat or whatever gets overturned, and those sort of things. That's just one of those random weird weather condition anomalies. It's not anything freaky. It happens all over the oceans, all over the world. So but I thought that was fun. I like that, learning a little bit more about the Bermuda Triangle and the different disappearances there.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So yeah,
it's a good episode.
I had fun. I mean, I don't know how much of what we said will actually get in there, but
it was all of it.
Oh, okay. Just gonna drop this one unedited.
Oh,
that would be fun.
Oh man. I don't know. We'll see.
Just do light editing.
I'll edit out all the sniffs and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, I try to like.
No, it actually wasn't. Ooh, it wasn't bad this time.
Stray beats.
What's up, Stray?
Oh, so should we draw cards?
Yeah.
All right, do the spiel while I talk about while I get the cards out.
Okay. Hey, everybody, you should follow us on Patreon. You could be a free member, or we would very much appreciate if you would become a tiered member and actually subscribe with us. You can find us at patreon.com/JessandHids. You can also find us on all the social media places. Facebook, Instagram. We have a Threads that we never really, we cross post everywhere. We have a TikTok, but we don't really post on there. But if you want to send us things on TikTok, feel free.
Stray Kids
stuff. That's all
K-pop,
we ever do
K-pop.
on TikTok. You can just look for Jess and Stray. What?
Speaking of Stray,
she's like trying her best to find her way onto my computer, which is recording right now. Just look for Jess and Hids in all the places, and you'll be able to find us, follow us, like us, share us. Go to our website and sign up for our newsletter,
which almost monthly, but
almost
not always.
Monthly. It didn't actually happen last month, but we'll get one out for August at some point. You can find us at jessandhids.com. Also, if you have a topic that you would like us to cover, send us an email. jessandhids@gmail.com. We are always looking for new topics. We love it even more if our topics are suggested by listeners. Because we have a lot of stuff that we find fascinating, but it's always fun to talk about the things that you guys want to learn about.
I love learning about things that I didn't know existed. So
yeah. Send us an email. I'm so distracted by Stray right now.
She's just wandering all over.
Yeah.
Okay, I have the cards out. Let's do you went first.
I guess I have to go first, huh? Okay.
You always get to draw first.
Because I always go first. Okay. This is fun.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay. I'm so excited.
I just was trying to think of what imagery I'm going to put for your topic on our cards.
For this episode?
Yeah.
Just a cave on a beach.
A cave on a beach, yeah. I'm just
with maybe some bones.
Oh no.
Outside of it.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, like we do those on our words on our posts when we do the episode release. I have the little
we draw little cards. Yeah,
I actually draw those and paint them, and they're hanging up on the wall behind us. Well, behind me right now as we record.
Yeah,
they're fun. They're little art dabbles.
Yeah,
but I have to always. Sometimes it's just a word because sometimes you can't really art a thing. But
yeah,
they're fun.
They're
I can't,
super fun.
if I turn
like
around,
them.
I'm away from them, not
Yeah.
facing the microphones. I can't
Yeah.
see them. You can see them.
I can.
So I know what I can do at mine, but I'll just do a little cave,
Yeah.
an oceanic cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sawney Bean. Creepy. But allegedly, probably not real.
Yeah.
That's
Probably
good.
didn't exist. I don't know. What's your warm member?
Well, it was going to be the fact that you've been baking. Yeah, it's because you've been baking.
Okay.
You made chocolate cake, which made me so happy.
I made some cake. We still have some of that.
I know. I'm going to go get a bite when we're done.
for
And then,
sure.
some chocolate cake and a nice little hot cup of tea.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Mhm.
I have a couple more members. It's the chocolate cake,
Okay.
the delightful focaccia bread,
Mm.
and the fact that our little skazoof plushies came.
Yeah.
And they're all hanging off
We
our little
have
TV here.
all of the stray kids except for Felix. Poor Felix was sold out. So we have an incomplete set. If anybody has a little plushie,
Bakari.
Bakari, little Felix plushie, and would like to gift it to us, you could find our address on our website.
Yeah, they're just so cute.
They are.
It's
super cute.
ridiculous.
I love them. We have them all hanging from our TV that we mounted this week.
We mounted the TV. We're actually, that is also, I'm just going to take all the warm members. So if you were
Yeah,
thinking
that's
at many of these, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Our podcast studio / office is coming together so nicely. It's actually feeling organized.
Yeah.
And
we got some more carpet and some more flooring to work on the rest of the house.
yes, it's
so that's going to be so great.
nice. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I'm sad that like my day off this week is going to be spent probably getting my tooth pulled, but
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
My day off is going to be spent editing the podcast.
Oh, bless you.
Well, it's not bad. Like we're at an hour and 42 right now, so I really won't have to do much.
Okay, we should stop talking.
Except for like the stupid bits. That I sound like an idiot.
The utter, oh man,
I'm going to edit all of those. I'm going to edit all of those out. I'm leaving all yours in. This is the power that I wield.
No. I'll
No,
buy
I'm
you
kidding.
some more M&Ms or something.
I usually try to find a good balance between stupid stuff that we say. Like
Yeah.
I'll leave stupid stuff that I say and I'll leave stupid stuff that you say. And
Okay, good.
yeah,
I trust you because I don't listen to these.
I know.
It's terrible. It's so bad, but I absolutely, like, I feel fine talking now, but I absolutely hate listening to my voice. And the few times I have listened, I have absolutely hated it, which is sad because I love this podcast. I love doing it with you and I love that people listen to it, but I cannot listen to it because when I do, I just tear myself to shreds and I just go, what am I doing? It's not good for me mentally. So I just don't do it.
Yeah, I tend to do the same thing, but I can reel it in to get the editing done.
I'm so glad. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that you can.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
Yeah. It's mostly just like, I have to like break it up into chunks. I can't just sit down and edit it all at once. Otherwise I will go crazy, but that's partially the ADHD too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm amazed. I tried one time and got through like 2 minutes and was like, nope, I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's cool though.
But you're good. You got the techie
like doing
blood.
it.
So
all my warm members are the same. I liked baking the bread. I know how I'm going to try the recipe differently next time because it didn't really turn out like true focaccia. But I know what I did wrong. And that's something that I like, that I can troubleshoot my own attempts at making bread.
I mean, I'm
because,
here
like,
for all
I've
the
learned
bread
things.
attempts.
Yeah.
Just bring them on. You
Cool.
should troubleshoot focaccia for like the next 6 weeks. I'll be
Okay.
so happy.
Yeah. Until I run out of flour.
Until you run, I'll buy you more flour.
Cool.
No.
Okay. But yeah, I think that's it. Once again, please spread the word about us to your friends. And thank you all so much for listening.
We appreciate you so much.
Yeah. And yeah, without listeners, we would have probably lost all interest in doing this podcast and all faith in ourselves for starting a podcast in the future. But now, like, we're doing pretty good. We're happy. We're with our numbers. We're watching them climb.
37 episodes in. We have
4,444 downloads.
21
today.
countries, 228 different cities
Yeah.
around the world.
Yay!
Ah!
That's crazy.
We got a download in Ireland last week, and that made me so happy. I
We
don't know why. I was just like,
did.
yay!
Yeah, and the week before that, I think we mentioned on the podcast that we had Milan in Italy.
And Venice.
In Venice.
And, I can't remember the other places. I don't have it in front of me.
There was another country. Yeah, I don't know. But
We
anyway.
had Turkey and
yeah.
I want to say the Czech Republic, like some random place like that. It's
I
like,
don't
yay.
remember. I don't remember.
But anyway, yeah, it's so fun watching it grow. So thank you all to everyone who listens.
Yeah.
And if this is your first time, wow, you picked a chaotic one. And thank you for listening.
Welcome.
And welcome.
Welcome to the Jess and Hid's Hot Messiverse.
Hot mess of. Yes. Yes. Welcome.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
We're going to end this now.
Go
Yeah, we
forth,
did
be
all the
kind,
things.
do good things.
Wow.
Talk at you next week.
Talk at you next week.
Bye.
Bye.